Gentlemen, let's be real for a second. One day in every long-term relationship, you're going to ask yourself, is this the person I want to spend the rest of my life with? Is she really the one? Scientists around the world have spent years studying what makes love last. They've discovered that true, lasting relationships aren't built on luck or temporary attraction. They're built on qualities. Qualities that, when you find them in a woman, make her worth holding on to for life. And today, we're breaking down 15 of the most powerful ones. If the woman by your side has these qualities, gentlemen, never let her go. Now, let's start with the first one. She is intellectually challenging. Yes, looks grab your attention at first, but let's be honest. Beauty fades, and physical attraction alone cannot hold a relationship together. A fling built only on looks burns bright, but it burns fast. Without depth, without intrigue, without the ability to have real conversations, that spark dies out quickly. But a woman who stimulates your mind, a woman who makes you think, challenges your opinions, and pushes you to grow, that's priceless. She's not just attractive, she's magnetic. Because long after the physical passion, what keeps a bond strong is conversation, ideas, and the ability to explore life's deeper questions together. Gentlemen, remember this: looks will always catch your eye, but intellect will capture your soul. The second quality, she carries herself with class. And let me be clear, class has nothing to do with the price tag on her clothes. It's not about designer brands or luxury handbags. True class is about dignity, about how she treats people. Whether it's the CEO of a company or the waiter serving her at dinner, a classy woman radiates elegance in the way she walks, the way she speaks, and the respect she shows to everyone around her. And here's the truth. Class always outshines flash. Sure, anyone can dress up and look good on the outside, but when a woman is poised, polite, and graceful, she doesn't just attract you, she earns your respect. That's the kind of woman you can proudly bring anywhere, knowing she will make you look better just by being by your side. Third, she is honest and genuine. Let me ask you, how long could you really stay committed to a beautiful liar? If you can't trust her words, if you can't believe what she tells you, then no matter how attractive she is, your relationship is built on sand, and sand always crumbles. Studies show that when men look for a long-term partner, honesty is one of the top qualities they value. Because everyone makes mistakes, everyone stumbles. But what truly matters is whether your partner is willing to be real with you, willing to tell you the truth, even when it's uncomfortable. A genuine woman won't flatter you with lies to avoid conflict. She'll ground you, she'll hold you accountable, and she'll be the one to help you back up when life knocks you down. Gentlemen, trust is the foundation. Without it, there is nothing. And that's only the beginning, because the fourth quality is one that most men overlook, but it's absolutely vital. Without it, even the strongest relationships eventually fall apart. Let's talk about compromise. Gentlemen, here's the fourth quality. She knows how to compromise. Now, let's be real. Anyone can be committed when things are going well. When life feels like a honeymoon, it's easy to smile and agree. But real relationships aren't built in those easy moments. They're tested during disagreements, stress, and challenges. And trust me, you and your partner will clash at some point. That's normal, that's human. The question is, what happens next? Does she dig her heels in, determined to win the fight at all costs? Or is she willing to listen, to bend, to find middle ground so that the relationship wins instead of just her? Scientists say couples who are willing to compromise and make sacrifices without keeping score are the ones who last the longest. Because love isn't about who's right. It's about respecting each other enough to meet halfway. And if you found a woman who's willing to do that, never let her go. The fifth quality, kindness and empathy. Let's be blunt. Looks fade, passion cools. But kindness lasts forever. Science shows that the keys to long-term happiness in relationships are kindness, generosity, and understanding. A kind woman believes in you when you don't believe in yourself. She encourages you when life beats you down. And she doesn't just hear your struggles, she feels them with you. Imagine coming home after one of the worst days of your life. You don't need someone who criticizes or dismisses you. You need someone who looks at you, understands without judgment, and says, "I've got you." That's empathy. That's love. Gentlemen, being with someone compassionate doesn't just make life easier, it makes life worth living. Sixth, she is consistent. Let's be honest, inconsistency is exhausting. One day she's warm and loving, the next day she's cold and distant. That emotional roller coaster might feel thrilling at first, but over time it drains you. Consistency, on the other hand, is priceless. A consistent woman is steady in her character. Who she was when you first met is who she remains today. She doesn't change depending on her mood, the people around her, or the situation. And that consistency creates trust. You don't have to wonder, which version of her am I getting today? You already know. Gentlemen, let me be clear. Volatility might feel exciting, but it destroys peace. And peace is what makes a relationship last. So, if you found a woman who is steady, stable, and consistent in how she treats you, hold on tight, because that quality is rarer than you think. And here's where it gets really interesting, because the seventh quality separates the women who accept you from the ones who try to fix you. And trust me, this one is a game changer. Gentlemen, here's number 7. She accepts your flaws. Too many relationships die a slow death because one partner is constantly criticizing the other. Your clothes are wrong. Your jokes aren't funny. Even the way you chew annoys her. Sound familiar? That's not love. That's control disguised as standards. A true partner doesn't tear you down. She builds you up. Yes, she may encourage you to improve, but she does it in a way that inspires, not humiliates. Think about it. We all have flaws. We all make mistakes. And if the person closest to you makes you feel small for them, over time you stop feeling loved at all. But if you have a woman who accepts your imperfections, who sees your quirks, your rough edges, and still chooses you every day, that's rare. That's gold. Because the right woman won't try to change the core of who you are. She'll love you because of it, not in spite of it. Number 8, she has a healthy relationship with her parents. Now, this one is subtle, but it's powerful. If you want to know what your partner might be like in 30 years, look at her parents. And if you want to know how she might treat you in 30 years, look at how she treats them right now. That doesn't mean everything has to be picture perfect. No family is flawless. But here's the key. Does she respect her parents even if they've made mistakes? Does she show awareness of her family dynamics, good or bad, and work to learn from them? Because here's what psychology tells us. How we relate to our parents often becomes the blueprint for how we relate to our partners. A woman who's aware of this, who understands where her family patterns come from and chooses to grow beyond them, that's a woman who will treat you with respect in the long run. And now, quality, number 9. She holds similar values as you. Gentlemen, this one cannot be overstated. Attraction is powerful, chemistry is intoxicating. But if your values don't align, your relationship is on borrowed time. Your values are your blueprint. They guide how you live, what you prioritize, and how you treat yourself and others. If she values honesty and you don't, if she values family and you don't, if she values ambition and you prefer comfort, there will always be friction. That's why it's so important to find a woman whose core values align with yours. Not identical, but aligned. Because when you're on the same page about the fundamentals, trust, respect, loyalty, family, ambition, the relationship flows. It's not constant conflict, it's partnership. Remember this, beauty and attraction may bring you together, but shared values keep you together. And speaking of values, number 10 is all about one of the biggest silent killers in relationships: jealousy. A woman who can rise above it is worth her weight in gold. Let's talk about why. Number 10, she can move past jealousy. Let's be honest, jealousy is one of the most toxic, silent killers of relationships. A little bit of jealousy here and there is natural. It shows she cares. But constant suspicion, constant accusations, that's not love. That's insecurity. A mature woman knows the difference. She trusts. She gives you space. She doesn't feel the need to check your phone, monitor your every move, or punish you for things you haven't done. Because here's the truth. Freedom and trust go hand in hand. And without freedom, there is no growth for either of you. A woman who can rise above jealousy is saying, I trust myself. I trust you. I don't need to control you to feel secure. And when you find a woman like that, you found someone who can build a happy, lasting partnership without the drama. Quality 11. She supports your goals, but she also pursues her own. Gentlemen, listen carefully. This is one of the most attractive qualities you'll ever find in a woman. Why? Because a woman with ambition doesn't drain you. She inspires you. She doesn't sit around waiting for you to give her direction. She has her own passions, her own dreams, her own fire, and at the same time, she supports yours. She motivates you. She believes in you when you doubt yourself. That's the kind of partnership that transforms lives. Because relationships where one partner is overly dependent on the other, they suffocate. But when both partners are driven, both are pursuing growth, and both are cheering each other on, you create momentum. You don't just grow individually, you grow together, and that's the kind of energy that lasts a lifetime. Number 12, she laughs at your jokes. Now, this one might sound small, but it's bigger than you think. Studies show that for men, humour is one of the top factors in attraction. Having a woman who genuinely thinks you're funny doesn't just stroke your ego, it strengthens the bond. Because laughter is connection, it lowers defences, it creates joy, it builds memories. Think about it. What's the point of being with someone if you can't laugh together? Life is stressful enough. If your partner brings joy into the room by simply laughing at your sense of humour, that's a gift you should never take for granted. So, if you found a woman who gets your jokes, even the bad ones, don't let her go, because laughter is the glue that keeps relationships light, even in heavy times. And while laughter is powerful, number 13 is even more crucial, because it's about how she handles the storm. Every couple fights, but the way she responds in conflict will tell you everything you need to know about your future together. Number 13. She remains calm in fights and calms you down too. Gentlemen, here's a harsh truth. Every couple fights. If you've never disagreed, it doesn't mean your relationship is perfect. It means someone's holding back. The real test isn't whether you fight, but how you fight. A quality woman doesn't scream, throw insults, or lose control the second tension rises. Instead, she knows how to manage her emotions. She takes a breath. She slows down. And by doing that, she helps you calm down too. Psychologists say that relationships last longest when the woman can regulate her emotions during conflict because that stability transfers to her partner. Now, imagine the opposite. Constant yelling, silent treatments, or drama. That's not love. That's chaos. But when you've got a woman who can keep her cool and keep you steady too, you found someone who can weather the storms of life right by your side. Number 14, she doesn't hold grudges. Let's face it, nobody's perfect. You will make mistakes. You will upset her at times, even without meaning to. The question is, when you mess up, does she forgive, or does she store it away like ammo for the next argument? A woman who can let go and forgive is priceless because grudges are poison. They turn small mistakes into permanent scars. Studies even show that people who forgive easily live longer, healthier lives. And in relationships, forgiveness is the foundation of peace. If she has the maturity to say, yes, you messed up, but I see your effort. I still choose you. Then you found a partner who can build with you instead of breaking you down. And finally, number 15, she puts effort into the relationship. Gentlemen, this is the ultimate test because in the beginning, everything is exciting. The romance is fresh. The chemistry is new. But as time passes, the spark can fade unless both of you keep fueling it. A woman who truly values you will keep putting in effort, whether it's through small gestures, thoughtful surprises, or simply showing up with love every day. She doesn't just wait for you to do everything. She invests too, because effort is proof of love. It's proof of respect, and it's proof that she's in this with you, not just for the highs, but for the long haul. If you found a woman who consistently invests in the relationship, never let her go, because women like that are rare, and they're the ones who make life worth living. Gentlemen, let's bring this home. Yes, every man has his own checklist of what he wants in a partner. But if you found a woman who embodies these 15 qualities, kindness, honesty, consistency, forgiveness, effort, then you've struck gold. Because here's the truth. Looks fade, chemistry shifts, but character lasts forever. A woman can love you and still leave you. But a woman who truly respects you, values you and invests in you, she'll stand by you through everything. So, if you're fortunate enough to have this kind of woman by your side, cherish her, value her, and above all, never let her go. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you believe we missed an important quality? Or have you ever had a woman in your life who embodied these traits? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read them all personally. And remember, gentlemen, this channel isn't just about relationships. It's about understanding human psychology on a deeper level, so you can build stronger bonds and protect your self-respect. In the next video, I'm going to reveal the psychological tricks women use, sometimes without even realizing it, to test a man's strength. And trust me, if you've ever been tested, you'll want to hear this. So, hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell, and give this video a like if it opened your eyes. This is Amelia, and thank you for watching Stoic Mind Psychology. Stay strong, stay wise, and I'll see you in the next video.